Why did so many yogis meditate under trees? Not inside temples, not inside houses, but beneath living trees. And not just any tree. In yogi culture, certain trees were considered deeply supportive for meditation, while others were avoided completely. Was this just symbolism, tradition, or did yogis understand something subtle about nature that modern people have forgotten? Stay with me till the end because the relationship between human consciousness and trees may be far deeper than it appears. Long before cities, human beings lived close to nature. Trees gave shade, food, protection, breath itself. Almost every ancient culture treated certain trees as sacred, not because they worshipped wood and leaves, but because they experienced something powerful in their presence. Even today, many people naturally feel calmer around large old trees. Yogis often avoided crowded places for spiritual practices. They looked for caves, mountains, forests. Why? Because external stillness helps inner stillness. And among all natural spaces, trees became especially important. A tree is deeply rooted, still, silent. To yogis, such spaces naturally supported meditative states. One of the most famous examples is the Bodhi tree, under which Gautama Buddha attained enlightenment. This story became symbolic across Asia. But yogi culture says this was not merely symbolic. Certain trees were believed to create supportive energetic conditions for inner work, especially old, mature trees with strong life force. Sadhguru has often spoken about how different spaces affect human beings differently. He explains that life responds to life. A vibrant natural environment can influence your mental and energetic state. He has also spoken specifically about how sitting beneath certain trees can create a sense of ease, receptivity, and balance within the system. In Indian yogic culture, trees like banyan, peepal, neem were often associated with spiritual practices. For example, the peepal tree was considered highly supportive for meditation, not because it grants magical powers, but because yogis observed its effect on the human system. Over generations, these observations became part of yogic culture. Modern science offers some interesting parallels. Trees influence the environment around them in measurable ways. They affect air quality, temperature, humidity, sound levels. Research on forest and nature exposure has shown reductions in stress, anxiety, and mental fatigue. Practices like forest bathing in Japan are now studied scientifically for their calming effects on the nervous system. When you sit beneath a tree, your body often relaxes naturally. Breathing slows down, mental noise reduces, attention softens. Part of this is psychological, part may be physiological. Nature creates fewer aggressive sensory inputs compared to modern environments, and yogis were highly sensitive to how surroundings influenced consciousness. Interestingly, yogi culture also advised against meditating under certain trees at particular times. Why? Because not all environments affect the system the same way. Some spaces may feel heavy, restless, or energetically unsuitable for deep stillness. Whether one interprets this psychologically or energetically, yogis paid enormous attention to the quality of the environment. A tree itself became a spiritual symbol. Deep roots below, expanding branches above, stillness, growth, patience. To meditate beneath a tree was not just practical, it was deeply symbolic of inner growth. Silent on the outside, yet intensely alive within. Most people spend their lives surrounded by concrete, screens, and artificial noise. The nervous system rarely experiences true stillness. This may be one reason so many people feel mentally exhausted all the time. Yogis understood something simple. Human beings are not separate from nature, we are part of it. In yogic tradition, every place carries a certain quality. Some places agitate you, some calm you, some naturally support awareness. A powerful old tree was seen almost like a silent presence, stable, grounded, alive. And sitting near such life forms was believed to support meditation naturally. But this is important. The tree itself was never considered the ultimate source of enlightenment. The real transformation still had to happen within the person. The tree simply created supportive conditions. Just like silence supports listening, nature supports awareness. Maybe the deeper lesson is not about sacred trees alone. Maybe it is about becoming conscious of your environment. What kind of spaces are you living in? What are you constantly exposing your mind to? Because your surroundings quietly shape your inner state every single day. So, why do yogis choose certain trees to meditate under? Because they understood something modern life often ignores. Human consciousness is deeply affected by the environment around it. Certain trees created stillness, balance, receptivity, and perhaps the real mystery is not that trees affect us, but how disconnected we have become from nature itself. The real question is, when was the last time you sat silently beneath a tree without distractions? If this gave you a deeper perspective on nature and meditation, share this with someone who would love this topic. And for more deep explorations into consciousness, energy, and yogic wisdom, like this video and subscribe.